Hello, hello.
Des and Jenna. So, look, we made it back on time. It wasn't 2 months later. High five, Jen.
Woo, woo.
We are currently listening to the beautiful sound of horseshoes being
And
nailed
hammers.
on.
Yeah.
Clippity cloppities. Tommy's here this week. We've got this is not a reset, right? This is like the full deal.
All new shoes. Yeah.
Shape and shoes.
Well, for the most part, there are a few that haven't been worn down as bad, so we can reuse them. But
yeah, these weeks are a little bit more complicated, but they're freaking breezing through them. They had 11 horses done before lunch, Sammy said. That's wild.
yeah.
You guys are hauling. I drug Jen out of the pen so she can talk with me. So here we are. We just got done with Women's Week number 2.
Number dos.
The last one of the season. But don't worry, we'll have more next year. They, this one was almost all, everybody was new except for one guest, Debbie, who was really cool. She brought 3 of her friends with her.
Yeah, that was
that was really cool. Group. And gosh, we did a lot of fun stuff. You know, we did our craft deal. We did our fun pajama breakfast party. And if it was up to me, I guess maybe it could be up to me. But I don't want to. I don't want to piss people off. But I feel like
every week
breakfast for dinner every week would be a win. Yep. I could totally do that because Holly, the spread she freaking puts out, I could eat it every night. And
absolutely.
I don't know, you guys. If you tell me that's what you want, I'm here to please you.
She gives the people what she wants.
Tell me you want breakfast for dinner.
And we will not complain.
Maybe that's what I should do for my birthday. Breakfast for dinner.
Ooh. That's good. Yeah. That's on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So we might have some trouble with that one.
Maybe it'll be birthday week.
Yeah. I feel like we were pulled in so many different fun directions this week. Like, we did everything. We went up Pure Mountain, which it's been a few months since we've done just that ride with guests up to the lunch spot.
Yeah, because we've been, going out with cattle everywhere. And we still had Grays, we had Davis, and a few people went out. But we had so many things going on. I feel like people just didn't want to miss out what we had going on over here. So everybody loved Pure Mountain, like, they always do. It was
beautiful. The day was perfect, too. It wasn't windy up top. We spent probably close to an hour up there at the lunch spot, which is, most people are kind of a touch and go, but we really hung out and chatted and all of that. That was fun.
Jen had one of her famous obstacle courses. This one was a Candyland theme. What were some of the names of the obstacles?
We did the peppermint tree twist, which was like if you've seen the rope around the barrel exercise, except we take a long rope around a tree and you have to ride pretty much legs only, really focusing on that outside leg to help keep your circles accurate as you spiral down. We did legs only through the gumdrop forest. We did our licorice rope gate. We did our Sunday race, which it was like an egg and spoon race, but with a cherry and a spoon. And you had to ride one-handed at the walk, or a lot of people did it at the trot too. And then you would put your cherry on top of this like paper sundae that we made at the end of the
one of our guests, Colleen, she won best move because she had the cherry and the spoon, and she did a flyby. She kept trotting and just tossed it in that
it
Sunday,
landed too,
and perfect shot. We had the reaching feet,
the rainbow trail reaching feet. We spray painted a bunch of rainbows.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, horses, they don't like the looks of spray painted grass. They know it's not supposed to be that color.
And we just keep doing it. That's the worst part. We haven't learned yet. There was the candy heart cow turn. Just a bunch of little fun things.
What was the one with the ball called?
The sugar plum toss.
No, I mean
the ball, the lollipop ball kick, because
it was everybody loved it. They always do. It's so much
a
fun.
deal.
We did that.
We got back on the cutting flag, which again, it's been a little bit since we've done that. Just had a group so gung-ho about it.
We did the cutting flag. We did the round pen cantering, kind of, you know, things we always like to do. We did our choreography. We did neck ropes. And
the cool thing, though, this week was we kind of revamped most, cattle games in the meadows. We revamped it and did it in the outdoor arena as like a cattle obstacle course almost.
Yeah, and it was, we had like different sets of cones they could go through. Those were the basic ones. Then we had our pentagon that they had to keep the cattle in for 10 seconds so you didn't get points.
And all of their feet had to be in the pentagon as well.
Yeah, we had a barrel in there and they had to take the cattle around the barrel in a circle. We had 3 head for each group. 3 head of cattle and then 5 on a team.
4. Oh, 5 people on a team, yeah.
4 of our guests plus 1 of the wranglers. And then we had like a chute. Yeah. And then at the end of the chute was a little jump.
Yeah.
And you had to jump the cattle. And only one group was able to get the cattle all 3
at the same time.
At the same time. I put it on social this morning because it was so cool. And then we had like something mimicking like loading in a
trailer where you have to pinch them down.
You had to pinch them down and take them through a set of standards, one head at a time. So we had like some of the points or some of the obstacles were worth 1 point. Some were worth up to 3 points.
Yep,
because they were harder. And then at the end, we just had the same 3 teams. And at the end, we tallied them up.
Keep going through, yeah. It was neat because we did it in like, you had 7 minutes and there was no order to the obstacles, but you had to kind of be strategic and know when to fold them per se and kind of know when to move on and where to take them and how to get into position quick and adapt on the change with on the fly with your position. So
it was really cool. Fun. I think everybody said it was like the highlight of their week.
Yeah, it was a great way to end.
Yeah, so we're going to start kind of building on that a little bit because that was so much fun.
It was way fun.
So much finesse. I told Jen this coming guest week, it'd be cool if we had people do it on foot before they did it horseback. Because a long time ago, back in the old days when Jen was an intern, there was one day that they had to move cattle from like one pasture to another one.
Quite a ways too.
Yeah, quite a ways. And I told all of the interns at the time
there were 3 of us.
Yeah.
It was just 3 of us, and I think we had like 35 head or so.
Yeah, and I said, you guys don't get to have horses today. You're going to move them on foot. And at first they were like, what?
We also hadn't been to the pastures before, so Des gave us a hand-drawn map.
But they thought I was crazy thinking they could do that. And then once they did it, they thought it was the coolest thing because you learn so much more about the positioning and the feel on the cattle.
Otherwise, you're having to hustle on foot.
Yeah. Like, you're not going to be able to outrun them on foot, so you learn to have finesse. And then when you get back on a horse, a lot of things could just kind of come together. Mm-hmm. I love doing that stuff.
Yeah,
but
it's so helpful.
We'll see if these guys are game for it.
Yeah, that'd be a good deal. A few of our guests, one of the mornings this week, saw a moose crossing the meadows. She kind of, I want to say hopped the fence, but she more barreled through the fence across our driveway.
She was a little awkward with that.
But that was neat. It's always fun to see them. And I guess they saw, I think CJ said this, there's been multiple. I think there's 3 that have been hanging around.
Oh, cool.
So that's kind of neat. But yeah, they got her on video and everything, so we'll have to put that up.
Awesome. Jen came up with this really cool thing. Like, I think it's just a genius idea. Shane thinks it's a genius idea. I wish I would have thought of it because it's so cool. But, a lot of people struggle with keeping weight on the balls of their feet and their stirrups. And so Jen had this brilliant idea to really get people focusing on the awareness of the weight in their feet, that she put little pink papers.
So, because I was actually going to do dollar bills to start to really up the incentive, but then I thought about if people lose them in the dirt, in the footing, I'm going to be down a lot of money because we're not going to be able to find them.
Hey, well, there's an idea though. But yeah, she put them underneath the balls of their feet, and their goal was to not lose their paper. And we lost some papers, but people started figuring it out. And Jen what was it? How many people did you have papers under on your way up to Pier?
3. Oh, and myself, so 4. All 4 of us.
So, they lost
I think
couple papers on the way up.
2 papers the same side of someone's stirrup on the way up, and then nobody lost them on the way down.
On the way down, everybody kept them in, and it was a game changer.
Yeah. And I asked him at the lunch spot, I was like, who wants their papers, or does anybody want their papers? And they're like, give them to me. I was like, okay. So just splitting up the bright pink paper as we go.
No, I love it. That's
cool. It's helpful. Like, it's something that I need. That's why I use it and keep using it.
Those are the best things, though. Yeah. Like you're like, I got to figure out how to do this for me, and then you realize, well, that actually would help a lot of other people.
Yeah, it's kind of a fun thing.
That was pretty much the week. I
feel like it flew by. We were doing so much.
We were doing so much stuff. And so we're just getting through the herd this week, and then right back into another guest week starting Saturday. And we don't have any repeats this week coming up.
Brand new group.
Yeah, it's brand new victims. But one really cool thing that I'm looking forward to is the last Saturday that the guests are here before they leave on Sunday. Ian Munsick is going to be at Happy's Inn.
Just down the road, 25 minutes maybe?
15, I think 15? 15 to get there. So, like, super cool. So, all the guests want to go see him, so we're all going to make a little road trip.
Of our last night.
Yeah. That'll be super fun. So, you got anything else, Doza? That's kind of the week, man.
No, I'm kind of excited, though, because the herd is going into a new pasture that they haven't been in before here, I think tonight, maybe in the next few nights. So I'll be excited. I always like jingling a new pasture. And I'm sure they're excited for the green grass.
The jingle queen. If she doesn't get to jingle for multiple days in a row, she starts getting on the crank.
She's crabby. That's awesome. But yeah, we're excited for this week. I feel like these next few weeks are going to be busy. We're going to have to be checking in often because we're going to have a lot of fun things planned.
Yeah, we got cattle on Davis. Pretty soon we're going to be gathering them.
Yeah.
Max will be showing up.
Oh, Max.
So
it'll be a good time.
Well, we'll catch you guys next time on